Yo, what's up guys? This is my first video, basically going to be an overview of Wuthering Waves. Some people just call it woo-wah. Also talk about some tips and tricks, and this is also my first reaction from the game. Tokyo Ghoul? So my reaction there, just kind of thought it was funny. I actually caught that on stream, just reminded me a little bit of Tokyo Ghoul, just being in that water. And the story is pretty intricate. You do kind of wake up in almost like another world here, so it's kind of like a setup like an isekai. And just a heads up, I do come from solo leveling Arise. I'm actually not too much of a Genshin player, but I know this game is very similar to Genshin. But in terms of the story here, yeah, it is very in depth. There's a lot of backstory and context, and not to be mean, but the characters do like to yap a little bit. They do a good amount of talking, so just a heads up about that. And also, I mentioned earlier, but we'll try to go into some beginner tips and tricks. I have only played this game for a few hours, so I'll try to do the best I can to summarize this for you guys. In terms of the fighting, just compared to solo leveling Arise, I think I like solo leveling's mechanics a little bit better, but there is more screen clutter on solo leveling Arise. So this game, I don't know if it's as like fluid in terms of the fighting, but it is a lot clearer, and I do like the graphics in this game. And like to dodge, it's like a shift right click if you're on mouse and keyboard, so it is a little bit different. You do have to kind of get used to the controls in the fighting, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. And then on the screen here, you can see that there's concerto energy. There's also intro skills and outro skills you guys could read a little bit more about. But basically, with this, it builds up your energy, and then you can use your ultimate, which is basically your R. And as you go throughout the story here, you should also be picking up these beacons here. They kind of give you a safe space, and it also like just unlocks the map, I think. I could be wrong about that. Moving into the characters, you do have the ability to level these up, and there's a lot of different characters you guys could go. The game does give you a few freebies or a few resonators to start with. That way you can kind of level these up. You can look at their abilities and see which ones you guys prefer. I would probably do some extra research. If you guys want to see more of this type of content, I'll probably be coming out with more guides for each resonator, just in terms of like which one is best, what are their strengths and weaknesses. Because I know that this can be a little bit confusing, and this is actually something I wanted to mention as well, because in solo leveling Arise, there are some like, hurdles or like hiccups you could avoid just to make sure you're not like making mistakes. In this game, I feel like it's even more complex than solo leveling Arise. I feel like you should be extra careful in this game. But taking a look at the convenes here, this is basically how you summon your resonators. You can do these in batches, kind of like in the store or like the shop area. You can go ahead and summon them, and this is Baji. They give you her for free, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's pretty interesting how they set this all up here. I think that the game has a lot of different elements to it. I'll kind of bring it up on a screen later towards the end of this video, like all the different types of content. There's like events, there's resources, there's different areas of the game, like right here what I'm showing right now. You can see the currency at the top right. You can see the different weapons you can get. I think you can only select one of these, I believe, and I actually didn't select my weapon yet just because I'm not sure which one to go. I think they're all very similar, and they're all good as long as they're 5-star. You can't really go wrong with those. And then for stuff like this, they're doing like a 20% off the summoning for the convenes, so you just can spend 8 and get 10, I believe. So that's pretty nice as well. And then just taking a look at some of the other events here, yeah, I think that you guys should just go ahead and read through those and see what it takes to complete. Then over here at the top right, I'm just taking a look at the screen. So you have like your team. You can go ahead and customize this. You can look at their abilities. It kind of gives you a tutorial on this one the first time you're going through this, and that's actually what I captured from my stream when I was live the other day. And speaking of streaming, I do tend to be live pretty much almost every day, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll link my Twitch down below. This is the menu really quickly, so there's like events, the store, resonators, team, tutorials, guidebook. So I would just take a look through here. There's also obviously like the chapter missions. That's what's on the screen right now. So I would just follow the main story for the most part. That's probably how you're going to progress the fastest. The game also gives you daily login rewards. So I believe you get, I'm not going to say her name correctly, but her. And then there's obviously like the Ascendant Aces, some pretty cool resonators here. You guys can proceed with the story there. And then this is pretty much the last thing here, which is the shop. And quick recommendation, don't get the lustrous tides from the store. You get those just naturally throughout the game. So if you're going to get anything from the shop, I would get the radiant tides and the forging tides. There's some other stuff you can buy, but I'm not planning to spend money, at least not yet on this game. But if you were, then you can go ahead and take a look through the shop as well. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to make it pretty short and sweet. If you want to see more, just like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care and peace.